What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another one. Today we got something a little different. We got anime bullshittery Keyaru edition. This is from CharterWise. I've been trying to peep CharterWise videos for a minute because he has shorts and stuff like that. But today I finally got around to it. Plus he literally just uploaded, so I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? We right on top of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, bro, because there's a cozy week back. Make sure you check out the other channels for the other content that we doing. Make sure you check out the Discord and everything else we got moving. But with that being said, bro, let's check out this video, bro.
Anime is like an onion. It has
layers. I gotta put this mug in my ears. Hold on, I gotta put this in my ears. Here we go.
For example, we've seen brothers beat the brakes off each other.
Right.
We've seen bitches get the cap zapped out of them. Shit,
right.
We've even seen a slime massacre an army just to turn into the Demon King. But
right.
once you peel off a layer, that revenge ends up having a deeper meaning. Instead, you've seen a brother that's been manipulated and used. You see a hero with a bad rep, or just see the MC lose a baddie. But today, ladies and gentlemen, you can take that philosophy and throw it out the fucking window. This ain't no goddamn onion. This is a wedding cake. Just piles of shit. Cause today we're talking about
Yo, he talks so fast and his voice kill me, bro. It's like he got a deal in his neck and his throat. He talk like this. Today we're on the anime. Nah, I'm just bro, chill, bro.
An anime character that's so demonic, he gave a person a sex change and he got me saying, nani? And if that's not crazy enough, homie is able to—
I'm not gonna lie, if this is this is something. This is like very popular in like the anime community. I know a lot of people in my Discord watched it, but I didn't watch it, bro. People be thinking I'm lying, bro. I don't really be too into etching animes. And it's really only because, like, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, I'm not here to watch, you know what I'm saying, shorty get whatever. I'm here to watch an anime plot. But that's why I really be reading manga these days, to be honest.
Turn the Demon King into his side piece. And there's only one fucker
that really fits the
description. That being Keyaru from Redo of Healer. Now a quick side note, there's about to be a lot of spoilers, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda stopping your boys from thinking you watched hentai. Nevertheless, let's start finding out the bullshit by talking about the origins of a healer. Now Keyaru lives in Alban village with this girl named Anna, or as I like to call her.
So I'm literally hearing all of this for the first time. So y'all gonna see my reaction, my pure reaction, because I've never heard about none of this. So if he summarizes it really good, you know what I'm saying, y'all really gonna see a thorough reaction.
Very nice. But one day he woke up from a nightmare thinking he was fighting the Demon King. Because the thing is that Keyaru's dream is to become one of the heroes to end up fighting the Demon King. Okay. Which we later end up finding out is not very nice. Either way, Keyaru ends up hearing this strange voice in the back of his head, which ends up leading him over to a lake. And this is where he meets Fairy-chan. And Fairy-chan pretty much gives him
Bro, this is a horny off the rip. What? She got the what?
Hits to the eye, which gives him the power of foresight. And just think of this moment as a checkpoint, because we're gonna get back to it later. Now we fast forward, and one day Keyaru ends up waking up realizing he's been selected to be the hero of healing. And obviously, because this is such a big deal, he ends up getting a visit from the princess. And she's pretty much telling him, I'm here to pick your ass up because my daddy wants to see you. And once he makes it to the capital, the atmosphere starts changing very quickly because the princess is giving him a look. Like, you can already tell she don't like the smell of commoners. But Keyaru was oblivious to the situation because the maids were keeping him company. That was until he met
Wait, what do you mean the maids was keeping him company?
Was oblivious to the situation because the maids were keeping him.
Yo, he was getting free poom?
Company. That was until he met Kuriha. And it's not like Kuriha is a bad person. It's just what the princess did after he helped Kuriha. So here's what happened. Kuriha was fighting one of the generals from the Demon King's army and ended up losing her arm. Hence why they called Keyaru. But here's the thing. When Keyaru uses his powers, he experiences the mental and physical trauma that person goes through while getting the injury. So the moment he healed Kuriha's arm on some salamander type shit, he became paralyzed. And the princess just flips her script. She starts telling the priest that Keyaru's just useless and that if he keeps acting like a pussy, we're gonna start drugging and torturing him. Now just wait a minute. My man literally regrew a human arm and your first suggestion is to drug and torture him? And not to mention, but what are these side effects? Imagine he—
Yo, like, no cap. What type of life are we living? You know what I'm saying? It's like an eye for an eye. Like, what are we talking about? What do you mean? And I don't even know what he means by he went like paralyzed, bro. Is he like, no, he can't use his arm no more? He can't walk no more? Like, what can't he do?
He had to resurrect a human potato. If not worse, somebody's schmeat got cut off. You telling me he has to feel that shit? For the bullshit board, bro. I'm just gonna add power side effects. But there's more to come in this next section, so let's just start talking about the new life of a healer. Now, after regaining consciousness, Keyaru no longer wanted the job. Cause obviously after learning about the side effects, he doesn't want to go around healing people no more. But the priest and the princess came up with a convenient idea, and they pretty much told him that you're stuck with the job, so instead I'm gonna give you drugs to minimize the side effects. But
okay, that actually don't sound too terrible. That sounds like the right thing to do, because every time he do it, he just gonna feel pain.
Keyaru didn't know what he was smoking, and he ended up in a dungeon. And from here on out, Keyaru ended up having a routine where he visited the train station with the maids and guards. Plus, he was foaming from the mouth every single time he healed somebody, and that resulted in him being so down bad, he became addicted to the drug. I mean, the princess never saw him as human, but she is deadass treating him like a dog. Bitch really said, "Wolf if you want the perkies." And this was happening for years. Yo. Like, what the fuck?
Wait, years? Years? Nah, niggas, yo, you got me bent. Nah, you got me bent.
Put on the bullshit board. There's dehumanization, manipulation, brainwashing, sexual harassment. No like cap. The list goes on. Honestly, I'ma just put down L life. Like my man isn't even in the trenches. He became the trenches. But after a few years of torture, we end up getting a time skip and finally see the hero party fighting the Demon King. And they are getting absolutely bodied. And the sword hero starts screaming at Keyaru saying, "Why aren't you healing nobody?" But obviously Keyaru was thinking, why the fuck would I do that? Right? And my man starts running straight to the Demon King, full-on masochist at this point, and somehow manages to beat her, which results in him getting the Philosopher's Stone. And this turned out to be the thing that the princess wanted all along, because her entire goal throughout this series was for world domination. Like, princess, I'm sorry.
My question is how he beat them. How he beat... See, now I'm kind of interested in the anime, because I'm trying to see how he... Like, what did he do? What technique did he pull out his ass?
But you couldn't be any more trash. Either way, Keyaru used the Philosopher's Stone to heal the world, which caused him and everybody else to go back in time. So now we've pretty much regressed all the way to the start of the video. And because he went back in time, he's going through the same motions. He's having the dream of fighting the Demon King. He hears voices in his head again and starts walking to the lake. And once again, he starts meeting Fairy-chan. But this time when he gets a kiss to the eye, he gets all his memories back before the regression. And this man is pissed, like the only thing he wants is revenge. But because he doesn't want to get caught, he acts like he knows nothing. A little too much if you ask me, and you'll see why in a second. So once again, he becomes the healer of healing, obviously sees the princess takes him to the king. She still don't like the smell of commoners, gets freaky with the maids, heals Kuriha, and then becomes paralyzed. And the thing I find most suspicious, he goes back to the train station with the maids and guards. Like, if there was one event you could have stopped, that would have been the one. And
wait. So when he's saying train station, he mean like they was all going crazy on board? Like this is what was happening to, and he just relived. Oh nah, at that point you just got to realize that he kind of just became a freak. Like he not normal no more. Boy went in with the intent to get his shit thraxed.
And just to humor the video, I'ma just put ×2 on everything. Cause you really let it happen twice. And that pretty much sums it up for the bullshit that Keyaru went through. But there ain't no fucking shot I'm not talking about the revenge. So let's sum it up real quick by talking about the revenge of a healer. Now, because of Kyaru's old memories, he decided to gain the drug resistance skill since he figured they were gonna use the drugged out elixirs. And because of this skill, he ended up quote unquote escaping the dungeon. But what really ended up happening was that Keyaru changed his face with his healing powers to look like the commander, and the commander to look like Keyaru. Which personally, I do not believe healing powers work like that.
I mean, but it's like it do work like that though, because you gotta think when you are healing, you're like it can include surgery. And if you're doing surgery, then that means you can change stuff. So I mean, it's not too far-fetched.
But fuck it. And because of this misunderstanding, Keyaru ended up infiltrating the princess's room looking like the commander. And while the princess is asking him what he wants for a reward, he ends up saying, "I got a pretty good idea," and ends up offering the 2 nights in the room. Oh, by the way, if you haven't watched this show, you about to hear a lot of crazy shit.
Bet.
Now at this point, the princess is freaking out, and she starts saying, "I'll give you a reward. That we were just messing around. We friends." And Keyaru's just like, "Oh yeah, for sure, princess. dab me up real quick, and ends up breaking her finger. Now, while she's screaming in agony, Keyaru ends up proposing a game. And this is how the game works. I'm gonna start breaking all your fingers, but if you don't make a sound, I'ma let you go. And the princess pretty much took it like a champ and said, I bet. The only problem was that Keyaru is the healer of healing. So after all 10 of her fingers broke, he healed them again and started breaking them again. I'm catching a loophole.
Yo!
Now, since Keyaru figured that there weren't gonna be any winners to the game, he decided to switch it up. And he starts asking the princess about her preferences. And you can tell it's not looking too hot for the princess because he's dipping a metal rod in fire. And he pulls out the rod and faces the princess and says, now, princess, do you prefer this hot metal rod, or are you all organic, if you catch my drift? And I think we all know what happens after that. And
Yo!
My man decided to change her face and alter all her memories. Next up, we have the commander from the Knight's Guard. And this one is just psychotic. Now, the commander wanted his own revenge in capturing Keyaru for 1, changing his face, and 2, just because he doesn't like Keyaru. But here's the thing. The commander ended up telling Keyaru that he went to his hometown. And my man ended up taking out all his frustration on Anna, and this turned very sour for the commander. To be more specific, Train-san strikes again. So Keyaru had a brilliant idea and gave the commander a sex change. And at first, the commander
this shit is sick. Yo, this show is sick, bro. Nah, this is sick. This is crazy. I can't believe it, bro. I cannot believe it. This is, yo, what, bro? Yo, he gave that boy the Poonan.
Commander didn't think anything about it. He was just like, oh, you changed my appearance, but this don't change nothing. You mad because I took your girl? That was until he realized he was about to get a taste of his own medicine. So after they were done with business, homie got eaten alive. And Keyaru's face tells it all. Because you don't fuck with family. And finally, we have the sword hero. And she pretty much ended up the same way. Also, I'm starting to realize that this is some real Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. But either way, this is how it went down. Now, Keyaru wanted revenge on the sword hero because she was pretty much known for drugging the drinks of people she found attractive and taking them back to her place. Not just that, but she was always beating the brakes off of Keyaru. But in order to do this, Keyaru ended up having to change his appearance into an attractive female. So Keyaru would go to the sword hero's favorite bar in order to grab her attention. And after a little bit of flirting, he would try getting kidnapped on purpose, which obviously worked. But as they were walking over to her place, one of the father's victims ended up trying to shank the sword hero, which led her to try and defend herself and ended up throwing Keyaru. I don't know why that was the thought process, but that's what happened. And because he didn't want to get stabbed, he ended up revealing his cover, which led the 2 of them to fighting. But here's the thing. Keyaru can't beat the sword hero when she's holding on to her sword, because anytime she ends up taking damage, she just heals herself. So he decides to lose on purpose just so he can lower her guard. And this is when he starts taking revenge. Now, the sword hero starts messing with Keyaru, thinking she's playing with a pretty girl, until she feels a chin-chin. Now, girls don't have chin-chins. And the sword hero is absolutely disgusted. I mean, she is literally throwing up. And Keyaru takes this opportunity to knock her out and literally paralyze the bottom half of her body. And this is when she finds herself on stage. And I'm gonna spare you with the details because it's the exact same as the commander, but there was one subtle difference. Keyaru was watching the entire thing while eating lamb chops. That bitch is even seasoned with cilantro. Like, bruh. What? And yeah, that's about it. Well, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I have no idea how this anime got the green light, but nevertheless, if you guys do want another bullshittery video, get this to 20K likes. And what was up with all the trains? Like, god damn, chill.
I don't know what I just watched. Like, nah, this video was fire. Shout out Char, but I'm talking about just like whatever, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, bro. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you guys want to see more Char, if you guys want to see more videos like this. And let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one, bro. Peace out. I'm never watching that show ever, bro. I don't, and y'all jack that show till y'all die. Like, man, y'all got it, dude.